That's my bad boy. That's my bad boy. That's Mamba Boy.
Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry.
Hey everyone, and welcome to another day of the TXC Gaming Alpha Series Season 2. We are your hosts, Zataxter and Edge. This is sponsored by Prestige Group in association with Backstage Pass. Edge, before we head on to the matches itself, I think we can establish it right here that both teams that we end up seeing here today will be quite the teams indeed, won't they? Because they've beaten all the odds and reached this level.
They are, and I believe we're going to be seeing 4 teams. But the first 2 teams that we're going to be watching on, I've been looking forward to, are going to be Reckoning and we are Esports. So 2 big names once again, and unfortunately, one of them will be going home. It's going to be We are Esports versus Reckoning Esports in a BO3. So get your popcorn, get your Coke, everything ready, because it's going to be one hell of a ride for sure. And we just got the veto as well done, right? So it's going to be on the map of Bind. My favorite map, my personal favorite, and We are Esports, they'll be on the defending half there. While We are is defending there, Reckoning Esports will be defending on the map of Essent. That is the second map. And if it goes the distance, we'll also be getting to see Haven, a 3-sided map where Weird will be defending once again. So it's going to be one hell of a journey, and I'm pretty sure it's going to go down to the wire as well.
Yeah, I'm betting on that as well. Hopefully we will see map 3 after all. We didn't get to see it yesterday in the best of 3 between the 2 teams. But yeah, we got quite the competent individual teams here today. And as we head into Bind's Agent Select, I must mention that in Ascent, both teams, when they went up against their significant opponents in their best of 1s, they did end up playing in a similar way. At least from my POV, that's what I felt. So it'll be good to see on a different map how they'll adapt to a different kind of opponent.
Yeah, sure. And also, it's a BO3, right? I mean, BO1, the strats are going to be different. BO3, the strats are obviously going to be different. And agent picks, I'm pretty sure we're going to be seeing those Jets picked up once again. The Jet Reyna combo is something to look forward to. And with that being said and done, let's just take a quick look at the agent selection here.
Yeah. Now, as we jump into the agent select itself, for folks who are watching, make sure you drop in the chat which team you're here to support. Show your support. Is it Weird Esports or is it Reckoning, the boys over at Reckoning Esports?
I mean, it's going to be one hell of a game, that's for sure. And we see Jet being logged in. Actually, all the players on the side of Reckoning have already logged in. JN on his signature Jet. Bond F with that raise, he's one hell of a player there. And Panzer has picked up the Brimstone once again. Ewan on that Sova. And Trist with his KJ, the one that impressed me the most on the KJ, apart from Cactus that for yesterday's game. And on the side of Weird, okay, Sasma is AFK.
Okay, so
Or there might be an issue here. Not really sure what's going on. So I think we will be heading back to Cars's desk for a while now. Once again, just give the players a bit more time. Maybe they're a bit nervous there, Maybe it's just a technical issue. Just technical issues, it happens. Because once again, internet, your PC, and as usual, it's raining here. It's been raining for the past 5 days. Like, I've been able to step out of my house as well. So, Zadak, is it raining there? I mean, in Bangalore, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I think I mentioned last time around when this topic came up that it wasn't raining, but evidently it was, and it still is outside. So even though it looks a bit like there's light outside, but yeah, I mean, that's how Bangalore is. After 4 p.m. it turns into the monsoon season, as some people would like to call it. But yeah, I don't go out too much, so I never realize it. Of course, thoughts on what's gonna go down in the Reckoning versus Weird Esports match. Of course, they didn't completely get to select their agents, so it won't be the similar case like we saw in Haven yesterday.
Yep, I mean it won't be that case. I mean yesterday we did see they picked and then they were like they screwed up, so we had to redo it, and then we saw a change of agents. But this time it's not gonna happen because they did not get to see. But I think they might just watch the stream and get it done. You know, they can still do it. I don't think they are gonna do that because they're gonna be still sticking their own strats, and we're still waiting for the player to come back. So, Zetak, do you want to go with the score prediction or do you want to wait till the agent select happens?
The only prediction I'm making right now is that we go on to map number 3 because that's the safest prediction anyone can do. But yeah, with the way we've seen these two teams go up against the others, right, on SN, I think we can expect a map 3. I don't think it's going to be one-sided in any way, in my honest opinion, because you look at the likes of the players, right? You got MF, got Bad Love, Storm and Rio on one side, while on the other side we got the likes of Trist, Panzer, Bondev. I mean, I can still remember how Bondev played so well as that second fragger for his team on Ascent in that BO1. To think in BO3 how well he'll be and how prepared he's come here today.
Yeah, but I mean, he's someone to watch out for on the side of Reckoning Esports. While on the side of Weird Esports, we have Bad Love, right? I mean, last time we did see him, we had him with the blades out, and he was doing absolutely insane. He was playing really, really good. He was missing a few shots with the rifle, but with the operator and the blade storm, he was on point with his aim. So that is something to look out for. While at the same time, his counterpart on the side of Reckoning, that's JN. He is a really good player as well. He's the lurking specialist sometimes. You know, he lurks in and gets those frags, gets those kills and the round secured for the side of Reckoning. So one thing is for sure, as you said, it's gonna go down to the third map. Definitely, Haven is on the cards, but it all depends on the lead. I mean, if Bind goes into the favor of the picker, that is the RG, I believe Reckoning did pick that map. So if they win it, and then Ascent was picked by Weird, and to be honest, Reckoning is really, really strong on Ascent as well, right? So that might be an issue for Weird Esports. So Weird Esports, they need to put up their A game right from the get-go and make sure that they do not give Reckoning Esports the lead that they want.
Yeah, got it. And to think, right, the likes of Weird Esports, the way they've been playing, they also, play a bit like FS, I'd like to say, in terms of, at least that's what we've seen in the Alpha series so far, right? We've seen them, analyze their opponents' plays and then play off of that a bit, at least in the BO1, but they're going up against Reckoning. I'm pretty sure they come prepared. They've probably even figured out some strats, knowing the parts of Bind where Reckoning is actually weak at.
I mean, they're gonna be prepared. They're gonna be watching each other's streams, each other's wards, and coming with a counter strat on how to counter the strats of the opponent team. Reckoning and Weird, both of them are really good on the map of Bind. But Reckoning, since they picked it, I'm guessing they have a really good strat and they feel really, really confident on the map of Bind, right? But on Ascent, which was picked by Weird, as I've already said, we've seen how Reckoning plays on Ascent. They're really dominant. They were really dominant the last time. So if that's the case against Weird Esports as well, and if Reckoning win the first match, that is the Bind, then Weird has some things to worry about. But if Weird Esports win the map of Bind and SN goes into the favor of Reckoning Esports, then Haven is going to be one hell of a game there.
Yeah, precisely. And I guess we're all set and ready to go. We'll be jumping into Agent Select soon enough. For folks joining us right now, it's Reckoning Esports versus Weird Esports on the map of Bind in a best of 3. So this is map number 1. You came precisely at the right time. We're heading in to Agent Select.
It's going to be interesting. See if they're going to be changing anything, to be honest. I mean, we did see the picks coming in last time as well, but let's see if they're going to be changing anything. Looks like that's not going to be the case because we all know what these players play, right? Jen, the Jet, Bondev with the Rays, Panzer with the Brimstone, and Juven with the Soul once again, and Trist was locking on to that Kaja last time. So right now on the side of Weird Esports, we have Rio picking up that Sova, and we've got with the Brim instead of the Omen on the map of Bind, which is understandable. And okay, now that's a switch up. You usually see Bad Love on Jet. It looks like Storm wants to play Jet this time. And Sazma F, the controller pick is going to be Viper. So they're going to be going in with 2 controllers. What do you think about that?
Yeah, honestly, as I see these Asian picks coming out one by one, I must mention I love to see there's a race on either side. I think it's gonna be one explosive match up ahead. But yeah, surprisingly enough, the likes of even Sasmi F is not on a duelist either. So you do see the generic pick of Trist going on to that Killjoy as well. I think we've got quite the match set up for us with a double duelist comp on either side. The only difference, of course, being that it's Viper on one side, whereas there's a Killjoy on the other. So, okay. Post plant, looks like Weird Esports got that secured, perhaps. Or if Trist with his lineups, which we've known him for so far, can outdo Sasmi F, then we've got quite the battle in our hands.
Oof, it's gonna be insane, that's for sure. And it's on the map of Bind. I could not be happier than this. But at the same time, I want to see those miracle players coming in from Jet and Raze as well. Those stats are going to be beautiful to watch. So it's going to be that basic combo coming in. But if you take a look at the abilities, the corner clearing ones, both these teams pretty even there. I mean, they do have a sentinel on the side of our Reckoning, but everyone else, it looks pretty even there.
Yeah, and an A push, pretty standard coming from Reckoning. I believe it was Reckoning, if my memory serves me right, on Bind. Or perhaps it was another team we saw rush through A short similarly, and they've got control of U-Haul almost instantly, but the plant hasn't gone down. And I don't think Weird Esports think they're gonna let them have it just like that as Rio takes position on Heaven. They've got Trist to worry about in showers, but not for long. He gets picked off, whereas Panzer picks off Sasmiev on the other side. Trade for trade and down to a 3v1 already.
Down to a 3v1. I mean, what a flank coming in from Battle up there already. But Panzer, 1v3 right now. The Storm is defusing the spike. He's actually going to get one Panzer. Can he get another one? Nah, it's a bit too late. One more shot and a bit taken down. But Panzer with a triple kill. Not enough. The Rio will take him down. And Spike has already been defused. 1-0. Weird Esports starting off strong. With the double flank there coming in from Bad Love. And I believe that was Storm as well. That was just really, really cheeky there.
Yep, but just the pistol rounds, right? And probably not too bad considering this is a defender-sided map, some would say. But yeah, going on to the defender side after finishing off your attacker side, you'd want to go in as into an advantage, with an advantage in fact. And they've switched it up. They've headed towards B side this time around, Reckoning Esports. And the Raze's standoff at B short, and the best Raze won there. Bad Love picks off Ibondev just like that.
Ooh, but look at that shot. Look at those shots coming in from you. And MF God did manage to take down 2. Ewan did pick up that Spectre, but that's not going to be of any use because the Bad Love is instantly trading him out. But Trist gets a kill on the Bad Love. Now Trist with the spike has rotated towards the A side. Well, Viper is already on towards A. So Sazmanav, it's your game, buddy. This should be an easy run for them. As soon as the spike goes down, Viper should hear it. 3, 2, 1. They're actually going to let him plant. So this is not going to be good at all for the side of Weird Esports. That should never have happened. Spike plant should not have happened there. That's just a confidence boost and a lot of economy boost on the side of Reckoning there. Yep. Unfortunately, that forced buy from the side of Reckoning Esports did not work in their favor whatsoever. They did manage to get a couple of kills. 3 to be precise, but nothing more than that.
Yeah, but again, early into the map itself, I think the pistols, they do define a lot going into the full buy rounds. And of course, the other half you go into, which has a set of pistols itself. But yeah, I don't want to get ahead of myself. I think Reckoning's just getting started as they venture themselves into B site. They managed to get a bit of info. I'd like to believe that Brimstone's on site along with Sova. The likes of Rio droning into long. He's spotted two of the players from Reckoning, and they're going to hold firm. Surprisingly enough, the rotate comes through from Bad Love. He'll have Hookah. Soon enough, the turret stops him for just a bit. Now I'd expect Reckoning to make a U-turn all the way to A site.
All the way towards the B side. Well, look at Brim. He's standing so close to the teleporter. They might as well just go. And that recon is going to give away a lot of information. That Battle gets a kill on the UN. And the Rio goes down as well. Panzer is the only one alive. Can he get the shot on the Rio? No, he cannot. Rio will get himself a triple. And his body did teleport actually. But that's a flawless round coming in from the side of VR Esports. Now, it's going to be a 4-by round going in. 4th round. But it's still going to be a bonus for VR Esports. That's just absolutely insane. They do have a vandal picked up on Bad Love, but everyone else are going to be sticking to those specters.
Yeah, I think they stalled too much, Reckoning Esports, on that round. Unfortunate for them. They did have one of their players on lurk in showers who instantly went down earlier on into the round itself. And they're trying a split entry, in fact, this time around, but they've got company almost close as Storm as well as Bad Love make their way to A shot. Down goes a player of Weird Esports at Showers, but it's made up for in A shot by Storm.
Bad Love once again dealing a lot of damage. Gets a kill on the J and Panzer, although on the other hand gets a kill on the Storm, down to a 3 versus 3. But UN, if he goes down here, it's going to be really hard. And that shot dot. Oh wow, Rio and Bad Love making it work, and that orbital strike is not going to be of any use. It's going to be Rio with a really good shot, really good headshot on the Panzer there. That's going to be 4-0 into the favor of Weird Esports. And once again, Reckoning Esports are put in a dilemma. Are they going to be ecoing? Are they going to be force buying? But one thing's for sure, they're going to be taking the timeout.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of utility that went down, even if not just the shock dart, the hellfire came through from Panzer as well, just to take out the player who's going up against the likes of Ewan, and he did go down regardless. But yeah, things are not looking good for Reckoning Esports right now. I mean, even during the full buy, losing out on that with close to no competition, they still had 2 players on site, didn't they, Weird Esports? So yeah, no wonder the tactical timeouts coming through from their side.
Yeah, they kind of needed that tactical timeout as well. It gives enough time for the start of Reckoning Esports to come and think about what's going wrong, what's happening here. I mean, if you take a look at the scoreboard right now, it's Weird, Bad Love, 6 kills, Rio 6 kills, 6-0 by the way, him having a 6 KDR. That you should not let that happen. I mean, he's gonna be popping off if you keep letting him pop off, right? Rio is the kind of player that just runs on confidence, and if you keep feeding his confidence, there's no way he's gonna stop. And that's exactly what's happening right now. And if it's on the side of Reckoning Esports, you can see it. They're kind of stuck in like what to do in a situation like this, because I see a couple of frenzies, and Anjay, he just cannot decide on what to buy right now. So they're going to be sticking with a couple of frenzies, a sheriff, and a couple of specters. But look at this Bad Love position. He gets one. That nade is going to deal one hell of a damage. That actually breaks down the drone instantly. And that boomboard will actually be broken, I believe, instantly. Now, not going to happen this time. But already a man advantage. But a lot of damage dealt, right, to Bad Love.
Yeah, definitely. I thought he'll be a little ambitious there and go out with the showstopper, but clearly it didn't. Tells you a lot about the kind of player he is, isn't he? He backed off. MF God took position as well. Just waiting out Reckoning Esports as they come one by one. I expect them to walk into his crosshair. And yeah, he did. Ewan goes down almost instantly. And it's all down to the 3 players at Hookah. How long more? Not for long as Rio and MF God pick off Reckoning Esports players one by one. And Panzer wraps it up.
Panzer gets another one there. Real Bad Love. That was a beautiful shot through the wall, just spraying and praying, gets the kill. But he only has 29 bullets, make that 23 actually. So he kind of has to be aware here. But Panzer is walking right into the corner of Bad Love. He's going to take taken down. Triple kill. Even with 20 points of health, he did manage to take 2 of the players there. And yeah, I mean, you're right about that. For a second, I did think that he was going to pull out the showstopper there and put up one hell of a shot. That would have been an ace, instant ace battle. That would have been one hell of a clip for all of us. But he was like, a bit more cautious. He was like, what if they're not there? I mean, Razor's ult is not cheap. 8 points of the ultimate orb is needed. So he was just being cautious. He wants to make full use of it. And also, it being an eco round, I think that was one of the reasons he did not pull out that showstopper there.
Yeah, and I don't get this from Reckoning Esports. They're trying again, trying to get B side once again. And this time around, they're going to go long. And guess who's all set and ready for them? It's Storm with an operator. As the drone comes out, he's going to let that fly. I mean, that didn't even fly for long. He fails to get a pick. As his teammate takes the drone out, he messes up the dash and he gets taken out by Panzer.
That's just sad. Sometimes it happens, but the operator is going to get taken down right now. There is a Viper pit coming in from the side of Esports as Mav towards that shot area, but Trist is holding on to that position. And if the snakebite comes in right now, Trist is going to get taken down in an instant, or maybe a couple of shots, and he will actually go down. But they're all lurking in. Oh my God, this is not good. This is not good whatsoever for Sazmav. He might be taken down here. 3, 2, 1, just a run. Oh, Showstopper coming into play. Bad Loves did dealt a lot of damage, but it's going to be Sazmav getting the kill on the JN. Showstopper, where is it? Okay. What happened? Not really sure what happened there, but Trish actually took down Sazmav.
Yeah, it seems like the Showstopper didn't deal the damage you'd want it to. But one thing's for sure, Bad Love, he is probably the one with the most interesting trigger discipline, as I'd like to say it. But yeah, it's the Nate that dealt the damage, but Bad Love is here. Bad Love has gotten that 4K to matter. Round 4, Weird Esports.
Ooh, while all that was happening, MF God just used his ultimate. That was... Ouch, that was an absolute waste, by the way, coming in from MF God. I mean, obviously he did not know it's not going to be easy for them. It's all in the heat of the moment. But that ultimate, dude, it's just too good that it going into waste is just a very bit sad for me to watch.
Yeah, no, I think it's the second time we've seen a Hellfire go into waste. But yeah, it is Bladestorm out on Reckoning's side, and he gets one pick on Sazmiev. The Snakebite holds up the team of Reckoning Esports at Showers. Should give Weird Esports the time they need to rotate. As you see the players rotating from spawn. Bondef is going to take his time, but by the looks of it, they might just be considering a B push.
Oh my God. Did you see that?
Yep. We did.
Storm with the fake jump sound there. Oh my God, Dressed. You just got big brained. Complete bait coming in from Storm. That was well played there, but still an eco round coming in. The blades are out on the side on JN actually. UN has picked up Phantom there, but oh my God, that Showstopper, can it be used? Is the question, but Rio is gonna land the shot. Actually, Bonder will get the kill on the Battler, but he's gonna get taken down by Battler as well. Spike's going to be planted. JN's position is crucial right now.
Yeah, and that smoke helping his cause as well. Ooh, he whips onto MF God. Now he's kind of cornered and he won't stand a chance at that rate. It's all down to Yuvin, and not for long he gets the spike plum, but yeah, Storm's right there to pick him off. It's a round win for Weird Esports, and clearly that player advantage playing into their favor. They've put on 7 rounds on the board without even dropping a single round.
Ooh, that was a really sad miss. I mean, he could have just waited there. Brim did not spot JN whatsoever there. MF God had no clue that JN was even there in the like towards the under heaven there. But unfortunately, that miss. And now, to be honest, I already think that the side of Weird Esports have already won the first half here. You know, with 7 rounds. I was thinking it was going to be 6-6. But apparently it's 7-0 already. So I'm actually going to go with 7-5. But the side of Reckoning Esports, they have 3 ultimates now. Lockdown, Hellfire, and the... Was that a shock dart? That dealt one hell of a damage there onto Sova. That is really impressive.
He knows how to make a mark as the reveal comes through by Rio. The amount of control he's got on Ace side and the amount of info he's drawing out for his team is amazing. As his teammates rotate to Ace side, it's a committed push from Reckoning. They're on side and they're trying to stall the opponents as Sadmiev takes out Panzer, who's trying to lurk towards Showers. The lockdown comes through as well, but how effective will it be against Weird Esports?
Now that is the question we all have in head. The lockdown is initiated. It's going to be used as well. One of the players has been detained, but let's see. Twitch will actually get the kill on the battle up now. In a 3 versus 4 retake situation, no one's flanking, right? I mean, there is Jet, but he's in charge right now. All the players from the side of attackers are towards the short and U-Haul area. This is not looking good whatsoever. The recon will actually spot to the players, but that's not going to be of any use because we're Bond of getting the kill on the MF, and this round is going to go into the favor of Reckoning Esport. But just to say that Storm and Rio gets kill of their own, and they're going to be sticking the defuse anytime soon. Rio gets one more. Storm actually trying to defuse a spike in a 1 versus 1 against Bondef. Let's see who comes out on top, and it's going to be Bondef with a 4th kill, securing the round. But Reckoning from a 2 versus 4 to a 1 versus 1. How did that happen?
Honestly, credit to Rio. He cleared up U-Haul pretty well. And it almost seemed like it was going in the way of Weird Esports yet again. But yeah, he just positioned himself pretty damn well, Bondef, and he got the round home for the team. First round, much needed round at this point. A little bit of boost in confidence for the Reckoning boys. And yeah, score stands at 7-1.
7-1. First round on the ball for the side of Reckoning Esports. It's going to be another push coming in from the side of Reckoning. On towards the A side. Let's see if... I mean, they're trying to do the same thing once again with the Boombot drone and the dash coming in with the same kind of nade. But it's all on Storm's position this time. He has changed it up. And Bond, that will actually go down. The star player for the side of Reckoning, the one who's actually making it all work, has actually been taken down. No, there's still Hunter's Fury and Health Fire available. Oh my god, Sazma F. Unfortunately, is crucial. Ouch. But the ults available are still going to be coming into play here. Yuven will be planning the spike, and now a 4 versus 4 retake with Showstopper available on the side of Weird Esports.
How sensible is it to hold the same way you did last round just because maybe one of your players' positioning was perfect? Well, we'll find out soon enough as Valor pulls out the Showstopper, gets taken out instantly, and those lineups coming through from the Brimstone of Reckoning Esports. Panzer all alone a day short. He's got 2 players to deal with right now as the half defuse comes through from Sazmiev, but the Hellfire should stall them just enough to bring it down to a 1v1. But the half defuse is done. Panzer, does he have a shot at taking him out? Yes, he will. He brings home the second round on the board for Reckoning Esports, and it's 3k for him that round.
3k. But Sazmiev, I'm not really sure what happened. I mean, the Hellfire did come into play, and he was like 2 steps away from it, right? I mean, the circle. He could have just ran up front. He would have been out of it, maybe taking 20 damage at max, and he still would have been there with 30 points of health. But instead, he decides to go back into the circle. Not really sure what happened there. Like, was that panic? What was happening there? Because he clearly had like a couple of steps right in front of him, but that was all done and dusted. Panzer well played, man. That ultimate put with really good use. It's going to be Jaden this time, getting the first ball on the bad luck. An early man advantage to the side of Reckoning Esports for the first time.
Yeah, and they've got U-Haul control instantly. They got to do something about this Weird Esports if they want to go into the next round into an advantage. Of course, Hunter's Fury coming through, and Rio takes out JN like it's a piece of cake. He's shooing that Hunter's Fury from spawn as one of his teammates picks off 2 players at sight, but the turret gets stormed, and it's down to a 2v2.
Down to a 2 versus 2. Once again, it's always, I mean, as long as Rio is alive, the hopes are alive for the side of Weird Esports. That's what I would say. But, no, the spike plant is going to be heard right now. And then, of course, he's not going to be peeking. He's going to be waiting for the side, for his teammate, that is, to come alive towards his side. Alarm bot is going to be triggered anytime soon. Weird. Rio. He has given away his position right now. And now... Okay, MF God has also given away his position. So this is not looking good whatsoever. Now, positioning coming in. 1. Oh my god, MF God would have almost taken the second one as well. Now, let's see. Rio in a 1 versus 1 right now. Yuven, are you going to be peeking this? In 3, 2, 1. He will. What's happening?
I was ready to say pros don't fake, but maybe a fake would have helped in his favor. Yuven gets that round. I mean, seems like the tables have turned indeed. They're letting Reckoning have U-Haul so easily. Speaking in retrospective, of course, but think about it. That one gunfight lost by the Jet over a Weird Esports Storm at U-Haul. Like that's it. They have U-Haul and they have the side pretty much. But I must mention, Weird Esports' positioning. They had the likes of Rio over at B site already, hoping that the likes of Reckoning is actually rotating after the Hunter's Fury.
Exactly, but it's kind of weird to watch. Like the last two rounds, I have no clue what happened on the side of with esports. But yeah, kudos to Reckoning. They're doing a really good job there. But look at this right now. Hunter's Fury coming into play. Ooh, he tagged him again. Weird. Storm, why were you going into the ult? Ouch, that's gonna hurt him. But it's gonna be a 4 versus 5 right now. And man advantage once again early in the round for the Reckoning Esports Seekers. Never mind, not Seekers. They're actually seeking for a kill there towards that char area. One more, and I think A side would be completely open. But Bad Love finally evening things out, getting it down to a 4 versus 4. But the spike is still towards A. All 4 players are towards A from the side of Reckoning Esports. So the weird players are actually playing really, really weird right now. And the rotation is coming into play. Bad Love is making that flank. But Viper's position is crucial right now. Can he get one? Can he get one? If he gets one, that's good enough. Sasma F gets 2 actually. Just as I say that Hellfire coming into play, destroying the lockdown by Ewan. He's really up close to MF God. As soon as he peeks out of the smoke, he's gonna get taken down. There he is, MF God with a double, Sasma F with a double, Badler with 1, securing the 8th round on the board for the side of VL Esports.
Yeah, they clearly played their bet on that smoke a bit too much. Clearly didn't work out their way. Sazmiev bringing home that round win, in my opinion, even though the last 2 frags came through from MF God. His positioning in U-Hall, it almost seemed like it was a 1v4 on A's side, but he picked off 2 players at U-Hall. Specifically what Weird Esports needed to do in the last 3 rounds they lost out on. And seems like a technical pause is coming through soon enough. But yeah, what do you think so far? 8-3 on the board, with the likes of possibly going into a 8-4 scoreline into the half itself. If Reckoning Esports can pick off one last round on their attacker side half. Edge, thoughts on this?
I mean, we didn't have a prediction, but I was gonna say VL Esports anyway. You know, just because of Bad Love's Jet, but unfortunately this time it's not Bad Love on the Jet, it's Storm, but he's doing a really good job on the Raze as well, and the Storm on the Jet as well. So yeah, 8-4. I think if it's gonna be 8-4, then the side of Reckoning might have a really good shot at making a comeback. But if it goes 9-3, people might say that it's a 9-3 curse, but at the same time, I think it's gonna be really, really hard for the side of Reckoning Esports if it goes into 9-3, and especially if the side of VL Esports win that pistol round, then we look at a potential 10th round on the board. And at the same time, if they go for an eco Reckoning, that is, on the 2nd round, then 11-3. And from there, it all goes into the head of Reckoning Esports. It's not easy. I mean, the mental disturbance is going to be there. So, and right now, with the ultimate, so B side is complete, A side is completely off limits, and it's going to be Bond F with the showstopper completely putting a show and stopping the show of Bad Love there. Now look at MF God, he's there, he gets 1 before going down in the hands of Trist, but the spike is going to be planted and it's going to be a 4 versus 3.
Oh, they're getting picked up 1 by 1. This is not something you'd want to do on the last round on your half Weird Esports, but yo, you are getting the picks you need. Sazmiev takes out Bond F, and it's down to a 2v3, but I won't be surprised if Weird Esports can put in a bit of damage before they get taken out completely down to Sazmiev as the shot docks come through. The positioning will matter more than ever by Reckoning Esports. There are 2 players on site. How much longer before Sazmiev gets taken off the map? Trist is right there, gets wall banged. Can you imagine that? Down to Panzer, who's on site, but Ewan's holding Octagon pretty down well for that defuse. Panzer gets that peek, and he got that peek done right. Thrifty round.
Ooh, that was, I mean, it was all thanks to that first kill there by Bond F onto Battler, completely destroying the defense there. I mean, there's only 2 players there. That was MF God and Bad Love, but Bad Love going down in the first 5 seconds, that proved really, really, you know, how much that the team of Weird Esports are depending on him to hold on to that hookah for at least a little while so the rotations can happen, right? But they did not have that chance right now. And 8-4, 4 round lethal side of Weird Esports, and this pistol round is going to be crucial. We're looking at a potential 10-4 or an 8-6 in the favor of, still in the favor of Weird Esports. Reckoning, they can either go for a 2-round deficit, or if Weird wins this, then that's going to be a 6-round lead for the side of Weird Esports. So this is a really, really crucial round.
Spike planted.
Right here.
Last
Oh my
player
god,
standing.
Reckoning. It's completely going haywire for them, to be honest. I mean, no mayhem coming in from Really Sports though. But yeah, 9-4 now. If now this is the moment of truth here. This is the one that decides the fate of Reckoning Esports. Are they going to be going in for a force buy, or do they actually want to let Weird Esports get that 10th round on the board? Double-digit scoreline. That's going to be 6th round lead for the side of Weird Esports. Do you think they should let that happen here, Zatak?
In all honesty, they shouldn't be doing that. I mean, you'd want to take map 1 or make map 1 as difficult as it can be for your opponents. But by the looks of it, Reckoning Esports are trying an A-shot push. The only one they can get is Sazmiev, and he's going to pick off one with that Spectre. I can assure you, he's not going to let go of anyone. Or does he? No, he can't get even a single player. Trist and JN wrap him up real quick. But meanwhile, at B side, they're getting the plant down, Weird Esports.
Spike planted.
Oh boy, that's a mad advantage for the side of Reckoning, but still, it's not going to be easy, right? They do have a Spectre being picked up on Trish, but that's about it. Let's see if they can actually make it work. It's going to be battle with the trade there onto UN, gets him down, and it's going to be MF Cog again, the kill onto JN as well. Rhea gets one before going down, but Panzer actually gets one before going down as well. Bondev gets one more with a frenzy. Beautiful shot, and look at this Storm. Storm is like, screw you, bad love. How can you die to a goddamn pistol? And yeah, he did trade him out though. I mean, it's all fun and games though. Nothing serious here among these. All these players, to be honest. I mean, it's all good spread and sportsmanship coming into play as well.
I love the way Weird Esports is playing here today, especially on this map, considering this is the first map and they're already pushing Reckoning into those mistakes, those vital mistakes that are costing them round after round. Only 4 rounds on the board from the likes of Reckoning Esports. What are the odds? I didn't think I'll be seeing this here on map number 1 at least.
Exactly. I mean, not the kind of. I mean, I did think that Weird Esports might come out on top, but at the same time, it's the map pick of Reckoning Esports, right? So you were kind of expecting them to put a better show. And right now, it's going to be a bonus round coming in from the side of Weird Esports. 3 Vandals and a couple of Spectres. Kind of a bonus round, a weird bonus round, and definitely. I mean, 3 of the players still have a lot of money, but 2 of them, that is MF God and Sazmaf, have no money in the bank whatsoever.
Yeah, and by the looks of it, even with the likes of Sazmiev and MF God on Spectres, right, there's still a threat, there's still a viable threat, as I like to say it. The hole's pretty prominent on B side with 3 players, but the one they gotta look out for, of course, from Reckoning Esports' side is Mr. Badlove on Weird Esports. Reckoning Esports, you might want to be cautious about that hookah right now.
Oh yeah, that is something to watch out for Weird Esports. Positioning is really, really good. The thing is that they have no healers, right? So Storm is going to be down to 30 points of health, and that's going to be an issue here. Because he did not do any damage to anyone whatsoever. 3 players on towards that B side. Let's see how this goes. But Badlove's position, if he would have hit that, I would have called him Scream instantly. But that's not going to be the case. But look at Jet's position there. JN is in a really good spot. Juven, if he peeks, he's going to get taken down. JN is going to be taken down as well. Oh, okay. Badlove, he gets a double. He's doing more than what he came for. But now the rotations are happening right now. 3 players have already taken the shot control. It's all on Trish to try and hold this A side here.
Yeah, he's trying to hold off Weird Esports pretty darn well at A short. He did stall them enough to get Bondev onto side, but that nade's gonna hurt Bondev a bit. Maybe Trish picks off 2. He fails to pick off another, but Bondev picks off Storm, and we're down to a 2v2. And I had mentioned that hookup positioning is everything, and Badlove's back at it at A short. Seems like short is the part of the maps he likes to play at, but he's got 2 players to worry about. But he can play out the diffuse, but how effective will that be? He's down to 37. The nades are so close, and it's gonna take him out. Badlove, you kind of predicted that to work out in your favor, but it clearly didn't.
Out of charges.
How did that happen all of a sudden? I mean, Trish taking a couple players down. That should not have happened. Maybe one-on-one trade. But at the same time, it's Trish, right? We've seen him play KJ really, really well. But that was a bonus round going into going into the 15th round there. But now 16th round is on the board, and Panzer is going to be sticking. Actually, two judges there, Twist and Panzer. So the economy has been hit really, really hard on both the sides. This round is crucial. Whoever wins this round is going to force the other team into a really weird buy or an eco as well.
Yeah, and with regard to site holds, right, Sazmi F and Trist, one player on either side, they did a pretty darn good job at A side. We saw them on defense every time. But right now it's Badlow back at it at hookah as his boombot spots one. His nade comes out, but guess who's in the smoke? With a shorty, they passed by each other and they still don't know they're next to each other. But Badlow gets Panzer after all the showstoppers out. They've got sight. But can Badlow get another player? Yes, he will. Bond F is down. 3k on the board for himself. It almost seemed like he'll get that fourth. But Ewan's right there to stop him on his tracks. And it's down to a 2v3, however. Not looking great for Reckoning Esports as Trish gets taken off the map and Ewan goes with him.
That eco going in the favor of Weird Esports. I mean, they did have one of the weapons, right? I think they had Vandal, but that's about it. Nothing else they had. There was like... they didn't bring out the showstopper, but there were sheriffs, a couple of sheriffs. That's about it, and they did make it work. And thanks to Bad Love once again, 23 to 10, 2.3 KD. That is absolutely nuts. Just as I said, it's gonna be an eco. Now, reckon they're forced into an eco. They do not want to eco this, but they are forced into an eco, and they're gonna let Weird Esports have that match point. And let's see if they can make a little more effort and take us into overtime here, Reckoning Esports.
Yeah, Weird Esports are aware of that. They are expecting to draw Reckoning Esports just the way MF God was able to in a shot. Picks off MF God instantly. I'm sorry, that was Bond F in fact. But yeah, the battle continues at hookah as JN picks off Bad Love. And JN's approaching, holds back at B site.
Ooh, let's see. Just like that, all of a sudden, the tide has shifted, and it all depends on this positioning coming in from Zazmav. He's gonna get one for going down in the hands of Jane, but a 2 versus 3 right now, and make that a 2v2 because then I've got just that 2 more. Scratch that, a 1 versus 2, all on Ewan. Hellfire available, Hunter's pretty available, and Ewan is available, but Rio is not available anymore. A beautiful shot there, but MF God. Ooh. Perfect timing there, peak and perfect crosshair positioning. Gets himself a headshot, gets himself a triple there. And I think that was a quad kill from him, to be honest there. But at the end of the day, it's match point for Weird Esports.
At this point, with the tactical timeout being called, you'd wonder if it's a bit too late with the score on the board, with the likes of 12-5, right? But then again, they could come back. I mean, it is Reckoning Esports after all. Can they take this in overtime, or are we expecting a bit too much on buy-in from them?
I mean, it's definitely not too much to ask for from Reckoning Esports. They're a really good team. They're a really strong team, but unfortunately right now, nothing's going in their favor. That's because Weird Esports, they're playing really, really weird at the same time, and they changed their picks up as well, right? I mean, Storm, he's back on his Jet. He was playing Jet before the addition of Bad Love, but once Bad Love came in, he was the one usually picking Jet. So that change up, I don't think Reckoning saw that coming against Weird Esports this time. So maybe they were caught off guard, but it's still a BO3, it's still the first map, and it's just a map of bind. But here's what's troubling me right now. If this map goes into favor of Weird Esports, the next map is going to be Essent, right? That was picked by Weird Esports, but Reckoning is really, really strong on the map of Essent as well. So it's going to be a close match, but since it's picked by Weird, I'm expecting to see some insane plays coming in from them. Maybe some 200 IQ strats coming into play.
Yeah, perhaps as Bondef takes position at Showers, you'd expect this to be a much more difficult round as the drone goes down as well. But he approaches it with all the might. He has Storm. As he clears out, he's aware there's a player real close, but he's backed off all the way to site. But looks like it's a committed A push, but early into the round itself, they're going to wait it out, aren't they?
They're going to wait it out indeed, and that boombot is going to get taken down as well. Now, 4 ultimates available on the side of Reckoning Esports. Lockdown, Hunter's Fury, Showstopper, and Bladestorm. And to be honest, only 3 of them are really useful. Bladestorm depends. But on the side of Weird Esports, they also have 3. One of them being Bladestorm, Hellfire, and Hunter's Fury. So that Brim's ultimate is going to be used, and it's of no use. They want what? Okay, Storm. That was insane. But this JN, the instant trade now down to a 4 versus 4 once again. But Storm is predicting this. He gets the kill onto JN. Trist's position is crucial. Can he spot it? Actually, weird. Storm does. Oh, he did not spot the other player.
30
Or did he?
seconds left.
He misses a few shots, Panzer, but Yuan on the other hand gets a kill in the battle. Down to a 2 versus 2 here. Yuan is the only one on 2 versus beast, and this is going to be crucial for him. There's Hellfire available, so if Brimstone can make the rotation work, and that's not going to be the case, because MF got just took down Yuan. That Hellfire is going to be of no use, and he's going to be running into the Viper there, right there, but it's going to be MF God
Attackers
with the
win.
final blow on the Panzer. Once again, Brimstone coming in with the kill and saving the day for the side of Weird Esports, and that's going to be the end of map number 1, going into the favor of Weird Esports.
13-5 on the board, with the likes of only Panzer mingling with the boys over at Weird Esports on the scoreboard. To think we had expected this to go a bit more closer, considering it was Reckoning Esports' pick. But yeah, I mean, hats off to Bad Love. Look at his KD. I mean, can we expect anything else from the likes of a duelist like him?
Let's just take a quick look at the scoreboard here. Battle Love sitting on top with 23 kills, 12 deaths, 1.9 KD, and the most impressive part is 5 first bloods there. And then Panzer did a really good try. Yeah, I'm just gonna call it a try for now. A really good try coming in for Panzer. 16 kills, 16 deaths, 1 KD, but 1 first blood. He was the only one on the side of Reckoning Esports that was actually popping off. Unfortunately, he was on a Brimstone, so not much that he could do. But yeah, Storm on the other hand, 15 kills, 14 deaths. Rio, 16-8, 2 KD. Now that was impressive. He was starting off with 6-0, and then he ended up on 16-8. As I told you, Rio is the kind of player that feeds off of confidence. He plays with such confidence that once he goes like nuts, it's completely impossible to just put a hold on him. But it's going to be MF Core with 17-8. Once again, a 2.1 KD. And Sazmav with 12-13. Bond F 13-16. UN 11-15. Trist with 9. And Jayan, unfortunately, did not pop off today the way we expected him to.
Yeah, maybe that was their Achilles heel. Perhaps what could have been if Jane was at his prime here today out on Bind. Pretty sure they'll be evaluating that heading into map number 2. Of course, it is Weird Esports' pick. I'm looking forward to see what kind of strats we'll see from them, because this is the scoreline we saw both teams on Ascent. And to think, if Weird Esports went 13-5 on Bind against Reckoning Esports, how difficult are they going to make Reckoning Esports struggle, in fact, on Ascent? How difficult is Ascent going to be? Because think about it, right? The showing of Bad Love when he's on the race, and as you mentioned before, he usually picks the Jet, and Storm is right up there with him as that second fragger. Of course, he's probably in and around the likes of 10 kills off of Bad Love himself. And credit to Rio, MF Core, and Sazmi F. I mean, the way they were able to hold sights, hats off to them. They were able to stall the opponents enough to make sure their teammates were able to rotate this set, just what you'd expect from the likes of support players for that matter. Goes to show why this team worked as effectively to put that score on the board on Bind, a map picked by their opponents.
Yep, map picked by their opponents indeed. But Weird Esports, it was just a really good play coming in from them, right? So at the end of the day, it's going to be Weird coming on top. But now moving on to the second map, which is going to be Ascent. It is a map pick of Reckoning Esports, Weird Esports. And Reckoning will be starting off on the defending half, while Weird Esports will be starting off on the attacking side. So it all depends on the agent selection, but I'm pretty sure after this particular game, the confidence levels on the side of Weird Esports are going to be through the roof.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. But Reckoning, they've got a reason to give it everything and make sure they go down in map number 3, have an equal footing, in fact, to progress in the Alpha Series Season 2. And with that, I think we can go in a quick break before we head on to map 2 of Ascent. We'll see you soon enough.
Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry.
Do you have innovative ideas in your mind? Backstage Pass offers full-time courses in game design and development. Join Backstage Pass today.
Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry.
And just like that, folks, we are back for map number 2 between Reckoning Esports and Weird Esports. This is the TXC Gaming Alpha Series Season 2, sponsored by Prestige Group in association with Backstage Pass. We are your hosts, Ataxter and Edge, and we just came out of one hell of map 1.
Yeah, we did. I mean, what a match it was. It was just kind of a dominant gameplay coming from BO3 Esports, but at the same time, Panzer put one hell of a show on the side of Reckoning as well. So I'm looking forward to see if, what he has in store for us in map number 2 is going to be SN, right? Map pick of Weird Esports and Reckoning. They'll be starting off on the defending half. So any bets, any wagers here? The selection here.
Seems like we heard a bit of crackle on your side, but bets and wagers, I'm always for it. Ascent, I'd expect these guys to go in overtime, especially after what we saw from the best of ones. They went up against other kind of teams. Of course, maybe not as good as these two teams, but mind you, Reckoning went up against the likes of WDK and they were still able to keep that advantage in rounds, regardless of what went down in the final rounds for WDK. But yeah, Weird Esports is picked, and after the showing we saw in Bind, it's a matter of time we'll see what they really have up their sleeves, isn't it?
Yeah, true. I mean, Reckoning Esports are really strong on SN, keep that in mind as well. But since Weird Esports put up one hell of a show on the map of Bind, and they might just ride on with the momentum as well, we might just slide on to the side of Weird Esports. So I'm gonna go ahead and say Weird Esports has this in bag. 13-4. A bit too bold, I know, but yeah, maybe 13-6, not 13-4.
So you're calling game already, Edge?
Select your aim.
Calling match number 1 of the day here already. Yeah.
Fantastic. Well, looking at the agent selections, we might just get to see Bad Love on that jet after all, because it seems like he's hovering on it, and we'll have to stick to it as long as there's no issues on his side. And he's got, for support, Sazmi F back on that Phoenix.
Well, I mean, after the agent selection, I'll change it right now because Sazmi F last time on that Phoenix did not do really well. So I'm just hoping, I'm going to start praying right now that he does good. I mean, at least so that my prediction goes right. Last time he was having really hard time, but that was his first match, right? So he was having a really hard time on the map of Haven, if I'm not wrong, on the goddamn Phoenix tab. But Bad Love is back on his jet. Let's see. I mean, Storm has picked up the KJ once again, but Trist with a KJ on the map of Vescent is gonna do a lot of things for sure. That's one thing that you can be 100% sure about. And Bond F has picked up the Phoenix. No skies this time. He's gonna go in straight Bliss and make sure to take control of the game and taking everything into his hands. I think that's a really good decision coming in from Bond F.
Yeah, and I'd like to point out that, we did see FS Esports' Cactus do pretty darn well here as a KJ. Maybe we'll see a similar showing from the likes of Trist or even Storm for that matter. And the battle begins at A main between the two teams as they hold back and probably consider a push through mid, but it's a standard rotate from spawn after all from the likes of Weird Esports.
Yep.
And yeah, soon enough, we'll see them facing off yet again.
And that was a KJ versus KJ fight towards the B main, and first did go down. Yuvan is gonna get taken down as well. Stop on low points of battle. Still gonna manage to get the kill, and it's gonna be Bond F with the trade finally. With a 2-1 trade is always beneficial for the two side. And JN, oh my god, that's a free B on the Bad Love. Bond F gets a kill on this as map is counterpart, but Rio will actually take him down to a 2 versus 2. Now this is not looking good for the side of Weird Esports. This is hard now.
Yeah, evidently as Panzer waits out for JN. They're gonna try a retake together as you'd expected, but MF God sitting in that smoke, cautiously waiting for a bit of info so he can wide peek that and take off a head or two. Seems like he's a bit too late. They've managed to get onto site, but he's managed to pick one off, all down to JN. But for how long as the recon comes out, he's able to pick one. No way MF God's gonna make it easy for him. As the defuse comes through, he's trying to wall bang the half defuse he'll get. Pros do not pick, or do they? As he picks off the head of MF God. 3K and the first round for JN. To think we'd see such an entertaining round 1 from the likes of Reckoning Esports after last map.
Ooh, that was really good game sense and presence of mind coming in from JN there. He was almost sticking it. You're right about that. Pros don't fake, but pros always win, right?
Yeah.
And that's what he did. He wasn't faking it. He was like, maybe one more second he would have defused the spike. But he was like, oh, wait, hold on a second. MF God is a bit too close here. Oh my god. And he just peeks him and gets the kill. Secures the round, secures the kill as well. Now that is something that should have happened last time as well on the map of Bind. But yeah, it did not, and that's exactly what I was shocked about. But it's going to be a force buy coming in from VD Sports now.
Yeah,
Oh my god, that reveal. 3 players being revealed there on towards that B main. But now, Jane has a Marshall, Bondef with a Phantom, and everyone else, all the other 8 players on the server, have picked up a Spectre.
Yeah, you'd think they'd back off from there and make them move to A, or even the fact that defenders would attempt to rotate back to B side. No, they're holding their positions. They know Reckoning Esports. This is not the map pick, but they are equally strong on it, as they've picked off the first pistol round and they've gone on to possibly force as well into second round. The drone comes out from Reckoning Weird Esports' side as well. And they're just gonna wait now. It's a waiting game for the next 10 seconds or so until a move's being made. And a move's being made. After all, Sazmiev heads towards Cubby, towards A side, but he's got company, folks. Close. Too close. Panzer gets 1. Will he get another? He gets 2. Is anyone gonna stop him at this point? I don't think so, but the spikes dropped and it's all down to Bad Love, who's stuck at tiles.
That was weird, by the way. Not really sure what happened there. I think he did spot out Astra, but he was like completely ignoring him there for a second. And oh no, that hurt.
10 seconds left.
Yeah.
There's just nothing that he can do, to be honest. The spike is dropped and he's trying to just save. Or is he actually gonna... Why was he...
What did they expect?
Early rounds. It's all that I can say. After the showing we saw last map, I'd like to say early rounds, because this is the map pick. Unless things have gone haywire somewhere, and it is after all Reckoning Esports' pick, but then again, it's just pistol round, folks. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Weird Esports are down 2 rounds already.
No, the question I have here, Zatak, for you is, why was Bad Love not saving that Spectre? Why was he just running in?
True, unusual indeed. Maybe he'd expected them to flock towards the spike, considering it was dropped. Maybe he got his predictions wrong. But clearly right now, looking at it as the spike drops yet again, JN dealing that damage that's required. But Weird Esports' Bad Love will be able to pick it up real quick. They'll attempt to go through mid, get a bit of information, but the hold's pretty strong on the Reckoning Esports' side, isn't it?
It is, and already one of the players went down on the side of Weird Esports. You went with the recon there, he's gonna spot out one of the players, and that alarm bot has actually spotted KJ. So here comes the shock dart, dealing a bit of damage on the Storm. Never mind, Storm's not gonna get taken down yet. And just to say that Ewan will take him down. Omen is really low, he's gonna get taken down as well. It's all on Bad Love, 1 versus 5, there's nothing he can do. And this is a time that he just has to run in and die, and a flawless round. So the economy on the side of Reckoning Esports is built. He has already built up, by the way. They're good to go for a couple of rounds, and JN is actually good to go for multiple, like maybe 3 rounds, if he does not want to invest in that operator. Once again, they're going to be sticking. It's a full bonus: a Marshall, a Phantom, and 3 Spectres. The same thing that they had the previous. I think they are playing this composition from the second round here. So that's really impressive coming in from Reckoning Esports.
Yeah, clearly enough, Reckoning Esports telling themselves, let's take it to the limit, boys. After all, what do we have to lose? A single round, just a single round, but they've lost a player in the process. Jane goes down to catwalk. Bondef being aggressive at mid, gets 1 but gets traded for by Sazmiev, down to a 3v4. And for once, Weird Esports find themselves at an advantage.
Yeah, the first time in this particular map, a man advantage was out of Weird Esports. Still really early into the round. 1 minute, 12 seconds on the clock, but look at this position coming in from Sazmiev is going to be crucial. If Trish goes down here, that's A side for grab. But oh no, it's all about the timing, and Sazmiev will actually go down to Trish. Did deal a headshot, a lot of damage that UN in a 1 versus 3 right now. He might actually get to pick up that Reaper Vandal and might actually just go for the save here. Spike planted, 45 seconds on the clock, and lockdown and coming out of shadows available, but I think he's not going to go for the save because a lot of economy on the side of Reckoning Esports. They might as well do a bit of economy damage on the side of Weird Esports, or might as well get their abilities used. Maybe one of the yeah, there you go. Shock dart and swarm grenades. And Rio just spams through the smoke, gets a kill on the human. That's going to be the first round on the board for the side of Weird Esports.
Yeah, they pretty much deployed every ounce of utility they had, didn't they, onto the likes of Rio. Shock dart, swarm grenade, and pretty much fired his way off the map. But yeah, first round on the board for Weird Esports. Maybe grins on the faces of the players, but early into the map itself, I think going into the next couple of rounds, we'll really find out who's got the stronger footing on the current half of this map.
Right here.
Yeah, but the economy is still looking good.
Yeah.
And the running back being used on Bondef. So let's see. He's gonna be running in, or is he? Why is he just holding on there? Ah, the gravity pull. But yeah, he's gonna be taking a lot of control. Look at this positioning coming in from JN. Absolutely beautiful. Dashes out after getting a kill on the bad level. Man advantage once again, just like that, to the side of Reckoning Esports.
Here.
Yeah, this is the reckoning we would want to see, right? Pick off one and look at Jane. He's made his way all the way to Ace side. He's predicting that rotate onto Ace side. After all, from the likes of Weird Esports, as the reveal comes through, gravity well at Cubby to hold them off. As the players from Reckoning Esports take point at Garden, life became all the more difficult for Weird Esports this round, at least, as they're forced towards mid. We've seen this play out before. Last time we saw two teams go up against each other, they let the attackers have mid all for themselves and venture into a site and pick them off one by one. And something tells me you might just see that happen yet again here at the Alpha Series Season 2. But they do make their way to B's site. They're making sure they clear out every corner as Sazmiev and Bondev go trade for trade. And it's down to a 4v3. Juin didn't stand a chance at that point, and the plant will go down. Lockdown goes down as well. Weird Esports secures B's site.
A 3 versus 3 retake situation with 45 seconds on the clock. This is not looking good for the side of Reckoning Esports once again. That's going to be the lockdown being completely used as well. They do have the Blade Storm available, but let's see if they're going to be using it right now. JN is going to be switching to that fandom right now in a 3 versus 3. The positioning coming in from the side of Weird Esports is really, really good, and the third is going to go get taken down instantly. A beautiful pull, and Kaka's going to be replaced. It's going to Storm getting the first blood, and it's going to be Rio taking down Panzer all on Twitch right now in a 1 versus 3. It's not going to happen because Rio is going to be the one getting that headshot on the twist to the wall. A beautiful hold coming in from the side of Weird Esports, and Reckoning Esports, they just had no way into that side. They were completely denied access to B side.
Yeah, they were, weren't they? And, well, they tried, I guess. But another round on the board for Weird Esports, something you'd want to see. And on the attacker side, looks like Badlove will be more confident with the likes of an operator in his hands than any other gun. We'll find out soon enough. JN versus Badlove, operator for operator, jet for jet. Who's gonna win that battle?
Oof, that is not gonna be easy. But yeah, both these jet players are really, really good, and the operator, I really want to see who comes out on top there.
Yeah, by the likes of the angle Badlove's holding, which is a really difficult one to begin with, and no player close by, I'd say. It's the first pick for Jane, but guess who got outsmarted there? It was Jane after all. Storm gets that pick on Jane. What a important pick that was, because now they can actually wager an attempt onto Ace site after all. The operator man's down on the defender's side.
And B side is completely open. This left is completely open right now. They do have the turret available there, so it's going to be activated any second. Peaked and popped as well. So the rotations are already happening from both the sides, to be honest, towards the B side. Astra is the only one, and KJ is holding on towards the A angle. But look at that positioning coming in from the Phoenix on the side. That is Bond F, I believe. And it's going to be a really clean push. It's going to be a 2 versus 4 here. And shock darts are going to be taking out that swarm grenade. Beautiful gameplay, but towards that right side of the site, that is where he is, and he actually gives away his position. Because now they know that one of the players on towards the side, so he cannot do anything towards from that CD position. 2 players are still towards A. What are you doing? Twist peeks out, gets 1. Sazmiev takes down Juin though, but it's gonna be Rio with the kill on the twist. What are the players? Why are the players of Reckoning Esports still on A side? That's the question I don't understand.
They were buying their time onto the one last player on Ace side from the likes of Weird Esports, but damage being dealt regardless by Panzer onto Badlove. Not a day for operators for sure. At least this round wasn't, but that retake's gonna be immensely difficult. But a save round, I'm gonna assume, as Weird Esports will be able to put a round on the board yet again to level out the score. The likes of Reckoning Esports players are saving their guns. And I think it's a disconnection from the side of Bond F even.
Oh, no, I think he's just saving, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how Storm took down JN there, but the way Panzer actually got the kill, Panzer, he didn't know the door was closed, he was trying to go into the side. But yeah, the way that Panzer took down Bad Love was, ouch, what can I say? It was crisp. It was a one tap. He just tapped and Bad Love was done and dusted there. There's nothing he could do. I mean, he did miss out the shot, but Panzer, he doesn't miss many.
Yeah, clearly. And as we head on to the next round, 6 rounds are up. Scores and level, something you'd expect in the likes of Ascent. Here, Esports might just be evaluating how differently they can play this, considering yet again they're opting for their operator onto Bad Love. Seems like he's on the back foot on Ascent as well. But guess who's peeking wider? A main is the likes of Panzer. He looks like he's in his prime, isn't he, here today? In this best of 3, as you'd expect from the likes of a Reckoning Esports player. But it's MF God approaching mid, and he's going to have quite the company.
Well, you gotta give it to Panzer. One thing, I think Panzer is from Hyderabad as well, so yeah, kudos, homeboy. Let's go. It's gonna be MF God with the first blood there on towards Jay. And once again, MF God gets a double there, gets stressed as well. Down to 3 versus 5, a 2-man advantage, but once again, look at the position coming in from Panzer and Bond. They're both towards the A side. They really wait for the rotations. Juven gets one before going down in the hands of MF God. MF God is on for the ace. He's got a triple kill for himself. Does he want to go for this, or are he just gonna play it really slow and actually just go for the round? Because, you know, getting the ace is impressive and all, but securing the round, that's all that matters at the end of the day.
Yeah, and this rotation's playing against them, isn't it? Reckoning Esports. His Panzer gets taken off the map, and that's gotta hurt. How much longer before Bondef stays alive? Down goes the operator, however. Bad Luck being a little ambitious, and that hot hands isn't yours, my friends. That's Sazmi F's. Round win for Weird Esports.
Hot hands, a bit too hard to handle for the side of Reckoning Esports, and just like that, a tactical timeout being called in from Bondev once again. I don't think we have seen a single timeout being called from the side of Weird Esports yet, right? But we have already seen 3 timeouts, so they've used all the timeouts on the side of Reckoning Esports, at least until now. They're going to be having one after the side switch as well. But I think all the tactical timeouts have been called by Reckoning, by Bondev to be precise. I think he's the IGL, the captain of the team. But yeah, the way that Reckoning are playing right now is not working. So they kind of have to come up with a better strat. The first 3 rounds they won were the only rounds. That was ecos. The first round was a pistol round. The second one was a force buy coming in from Weird Esports. The third one was a complete eco. And after that, the full buy rounds did go into the favor of Weird Esports. And right now, it's going to be a weird buy force or an eco coming in from the side of Reckoning Esports. So we're going to be once again looking at a 2-round lead for the side of Weird Esports potentially. So yeah, this is the right time to take the timeout. And if this keeps happening, Weird Esports might just come out on top once again.
Yeah. And we are lucky enough to see a bit of pings on the map after all. And I'm going to say Weird Esports might just be playing the next couple of rounds by holding back a little and drawing out their opponents who are Reckoning Esports. And yeah, I wonder what Reckoning's evaluating right now. I mean, they're not too far off, just around, behind in terms of the score itself. But you'd want to be in an advantage earlier on, wouldn't you? As JN pushes through to A main, he gets one, he loses out up against Bad Love. Not something you'd want when you have the Blade Storm in your hands, but it is what it is. Damage dealt, and looks like it's the likes of Weird Esports being on the back foot there.
Ouch. Once again, Weird Esports, not something you would expect from them, but it all happens, right? It is an eco round coming in from the side of Reckoning Esports, but all of a sudden things have turned, tables have turned. But once again, Storm with the kill on the Juven pulls it down to a 3 versus 3. But look at KJ's position. Twist's position is going to be crucial. If he can get 1 kill, it's really important. He actually gets 1. But Sazmi F with an instant trade down to a 2 versus 2 here.
I was gonna say not this again, with a slow rotation coming from the likes of Panzer as well as Bond F, but turns out they did rotate quick enough, maybe, perhaps, but was it effective enough? Clearly not. Storm and Sazmi F wipes them off the map. 2-round advantage for Weird Esports at this point in time. When things look like it's going Reckoning Esports' way, is the rotations that are putting them on the back foot again and again and again, I feel.
Oh my god, we are esports. Absolutely insane. I mean, that run should have been an easy one, but at the same time, Reckoning did put up one hell of a round there, one hell of a show. But right now, once again, Jan has picked up their operator. Do you think it's going to be of any use this time? Because look at the investment that they have made into this round. A full buy. So it means if they lose this round, we're looking at a potential eco the next one.
Yeah, they're gonna be in trouble. I just hope the rotations are as effective as their buys, right? But look at the spike; it's still lying close to spawn. So clearly, Weird Esports is in the mindset of, rotating and possibly drawing out as much information as they can, as much utility as they can, putting Reckoning in a vulnerable situation when they do end up going into side. But the lockdown, surprisingly enough, is down as Bad Love makes his way through. He gets hit by Bondef. And gets taken off. Surprisingly enough, the Hunter's Fury does get drawn out. No surprise there, to be honest, but run it back from Bondef coming through. Alarm bot triggered. Turret still out on the map. 5v4. Weird Esports is on the back foot, but last time this happened, they somehow managed to pick off the round, didn't they?
Ooh, they did. And okay, Pans are gonna make it even hard right now. With 40 seconds on the clock, and there's no way that they can rotate right now. But Storm and MF God are actually making it well. Storm gets a double kill. MF God gets one before going down in the hands of Jay. But now both the players on the side of Weird Esports are really, really low. They're one hit each, and it's going to be JN with one. And I think this round is done and dusted. Bonner will actually get the kill on the Storm, but the spike has been planted. That means they will have that extra bit of credits, but that's about it. JN will get his operator back, and he's going in for the defuse as well. So not a clean round from Reckoning Esports, but a round that they really, really needed.
Yeah, definitely. After that kind of buy, like you mentioned, I'm pretty sure they would have been really bummed out if that hadn't gone in their favor. I think standard holds, and of course, this time around the rotation worked, guys. Let's keep that going. And I'm pretty sure every fan of Reckoning Esports is saying the same thing. I think a bit. They've been taking too long, right? The likes of Bondef as well as Panzer for that matter. They are competent players. I think that goes to show they are part of Reckoning Esports after all. But yeah, I think they've gotten the momentum they needed, and the next couple of rounds might just be in favor of Reckoning Esports after all.
Joke's over.
Might be, but let's still look at the buy. A couple of Spectre. Two players on Light Chill, but Trish will actually get the kill onto Sazmef's this ultimate that is running back being used, but A-side is completely under control. Oh no, the ultimate, I think the lockdown is going to be used, but Weird Esports, they do have the Hunter's Fury available. So I think they're going to be using it to break it down, but at the same time, look at Jane's position. It's going to be taking a bit of damage there. There you go, instant Hunter's Fury being used, and Storm gets a kill onto Bondev down 4 versus 5. Cosmic Divide coming into play here from the side of Reckoning Esports. Can they make it work? The position coming in from the side of Weird Esports. 2 players under the hell area there. He's gonna get taken down after JN goes down to MF God. Human predicts it one more. Love is there, and he will actually get the kill on the Human. I for a second actually thought he was gonna get taken down. But what a clean round. Now that's a perfect execution from Weird Esports.
To think the Cosmic Divide played against them more than for them, Reckoning Esports. Unfortunate there. But it is what it is. I guess I jumped the gun while saying Reckoning Esports might just get a couple of more rounds on this half itself. 6 rounds on the board from the likes of Weird Esports. This is when Reckoning Esports are telling themselves, okay boys, 2 rounds, we got to level the score out before going on to the attackers side. And we should be able to bring it back on attackers. Probably it is their forte after all, or is it as he walks right into their crosshair? JN, what are you doing, my friend? And he's left open mid for the taking. Weird Esports have control of mid with you in close, right next to, in fact, of Bad Luck. How much longer? He looks at his feet and takes his head off, and down goes Bondef. The way Reckoning Esports players are going down one by one, it's not looking pretty, folks. Not looking pretty at all.
It's not looking pretty, but Valor is looking for the ace, but he's not gonna get it out. MF God is actually gonna deny it, and now it's all on Twitch to maybe get an exit kill, but that's not gonna happen. It's gonna pass Storm. He's gonna take him down. That's a flawless round. 7 rounds on the board for the side of Weird Esports, and it's gonna be a full buy once again. Last from the first half. I think once again, Jan is gonna be picking up that operator. It's not working out for you, my man. Why are you still picking it up? Not really sure, but no ultimates on the side of Reckoning Esports. He can get the Blaze Storm up and running, but that's about it. But there's 2 ultimates available, right, on the side of Weird Esports, coming out of shadows and also the Blaze Storm. And if Storm can actually secure the ultimate orb and maybe get a kill, they might also have the lockdown available. So that means there's a lot of potential for the Weird Esports team to actually take this round into their favor. But coming out of shadows coming into play right at the start, he's actually going to use it. Can he? Oh no! Why? I thought that was information ult. But MF got he wanted to do something, but unfortunately did not go as planned.
For once, maybe not rotating might just pay off here, because as they had expected Reckoning Esports to fall for that ultimate coming through from the likes of the Omen, might have just worked against them as Triss picks off 2 players at A's side. Storm and Triss, KJ versus KJ right now at A's side, down to the last player of Weird Esports. How much longer? Not for long though. Shock Dart eradicates him off the map. Reckoning Esports played that one well enough to secure that round.
Ooh, that was a really good round going in for the side of Reckoning Esports. But now the sides have been switched. The side that Bondef and Jane were waiting for, the attacking side. Bondef, you know, he's really good with his aim, and on the Phoenix as well. He's gonna be popping off anytime soon. He's the top frag of his team, 10 kills. While on the side of Weird Esports, it's Storm. Surprisingly enough, it's Storm and not Bad Love or Sasmav with 10 kills again. So this is going to be hard for Reckoning Esports if they want to go in A, because there's 3 players towards A, and I think they're actually going in for the flash, and Sasmav is going to be pushing in. This is going to be interesting to watch if it actually works in their favor.
Yeah, definitely, and
Oh,
we haven't seen a
one-way
single
smoke.
team. Yep, one-way smoke coming through, and of course a hard rush into A main. They're in his sight already, and just like that, he's facing hot hands, but he gets the pick regardless. Sasmiev, Bondef is down already, but the spike should get planted soon enough. No, it's not. Panzer's waiting it out, but he will move on to plant it after all as the shock darts miss their targets.
Who? Did they miss? I don't think they did, because Jan is really low on the other hand. So Sasmav gets a kill on the twist, but look at Bad Love is holding onto that position. You know someone is lurking there for sure. And Jan, he only needs 1 shot and he's going to be taken down. And that's a ping coming in from them. He is going to be taken down indeed. Jan will go down. Storm gets a kill on the Panzer. It's all on you, and in a 1 versus 5, there's no way. Is it going to be a flawless round? If it's going to be a flawless round, that's absolutely nuts. And yes, it is going to be a flawless round indeed. Coming in from Weird Esports, and that's going to be a 3-round lead. And we're potentially looking at the 9th round on the board for Weird Esports as well.
Did I see that wrong, or did it seem like Jan was just looking at the sky and might have just even seemed like he got disconnected, but he's moving now, so clearly he wasn't. But yeah, unusual from the likes of Jan, something you wouldn't want to see, especially holding such a tight angle right below A heaven. He could have picked off possibly, if not 2, but just 1 player off of Weird Esports. But then again, another round lost on this half. Too early to say anything, but yeah, the force coming through from Weird Esports' side. A little bit of info drawn out by MF God at Kabi that they are heading towards mid after all. They're letting them take it. Take it all, my friend. We're gonna pick you off 1 by 1 as you attempt to enter site. Paranoia comes through all the way from A's side. They're cornered. Utilities being deployed 1 by 1. Swamp grenade kills. Spectres getting blown off left, right, and center. Rio wrapping it up with a 3K. Defenders take the round win. That's right, folks. Standard strat.
A standard, actually textbook gameplay from both the teams, to be honest. Really hard push coming in, but a really good defense coming in from the side of Weird Esports as well. I mean, Jane going down, that was the just the train being stopped right then and there completely, and everything just went downhill from there. So from the side of Weird Esports, it's going to be a bonus, and Badlow, what is he doing? He's going to be sticking to the Reaver Sheriff there, but on the side of Reckoning Esports, it's a full buy round, the most crucial round for the tide of Reckoning Esports right now.
Now comes another strat we've seen before from the likes of Reckoning, where they try to pressure Kabi more than ever, with one guy coming through from mid link as well as 2 players positioned at A main. We've seen this before, haven't we? And it's played out to their favor more often than not. but can it play out to their favor when they're going up against the likes of Weird Esports? Two players still in cubby. MF God draws out a bit of information. He's got teammates for support as well this time around, but guess who's already on site below heaven? It's the likes of JN, trade for trade. Meanwhile at Garden and Tree, but they're down 2 players right now. Reckoning things are not looking great for them.
Scanning ahead.
Things are not looking great at all, but Weird Esport once again with a mad advantage, even with the bonus round, and Battler with only a goddamn sheriff. How is this even happening? That I think he spotted the nozzle of one of the players with real bad luck. He's up close, he wants to peek, and Yuvan actually gets a double kill. But Storm in the hand gets a kill on the Jin, down to a 2 vs 2 once again. This is going to be crucial. And if Weird actually wins this round, it is not going to be good. But Rio will actually get the trade kill onto Yuvan there, and now a 1 vs 1. Rio versus Trist. Trist can actually do this. He's going to be peeking anytime soon. He's not going to be sticking. What the hell was that from Rio?
No way. No way.
You can see he's also a bit surprised there. He's like, did I just hit that shot? Yes, sir, you just did. That is nuts.
Oh my god.
That is nasty coming in from Rio there.
To think Reckoning thought they could have prevented Weird Esports from going double digits on the board for one more round. But yeah, Rio, I mean, what a shot by Rio. I'm still at a loss of words from that. Beautiful. But yeah, goes to show how prepared Weird Esports was for this map, being their pick as well, as Sazmiev tries to bait out his opponents one by one, trying to with the fake shots at a main. But they're gonna concentrate on Cubby because that's a back coming through from the likes of Bondef. He's gonna try and make his way through Garden and Tree, draw out a bit of information, see how many players do they really have, and damage being dealt as well from both teams. Battler getting that pick on a Panzer, a vital pick at that, and a pick coming through as well from the likes of Reckoning Esports as MF God goes down. Spike.
Ooh, look at JN's position, look at Storm's position. That is insane. This is gonna be really hard. Jen will actually get the kill here if I'm not wrong. And I think Yuvan, his position is spotted. Swarm grenade coming into play. And he actually gets taken down. But Jen gets the kill on the rear, so that's a fair trade there. Both of us going down. In a better position, will get the kill. And Bad Love will defuse the spike. 11 rounds on the board for Weird Esports. Reckoning. Everything they want to try on the goddamn lurk. And just as I said, every single timeout being used coming in from Reckoning Esports. And I think this is the one that is the most vital one, because they they only have 2 more rounds to spare, right? 1 more round, and Weird Esports are going to be on the match point. 2 more rounds, Reckoning Esports are out of the tournament, and Weird Esports will be moving on to that grand finals, if I'm not wrong.
What was that prediction of yours earlier on before the map itself? 30-6, I believe.
Oh yeah, it was 30-6.
Seems like we're set for that scoreline, Edge. You might just have predicted it right.
I should just stop being a caster and maybe become a full-time prediction master. I don't know.
Yep, perhaps. But yeah,
perhaps. Are you telling me that my casting is bad now?
No. Oh, come on. You're not really? You're gonna turn the table on me like that? Okay. That's what we talk about during timeouts, is it?
And we're just trying to have some fun as well. But I mean, talking about turning the table, walking away with the win. And right now, if you take a look at it, even the bonus round and everything going in the favor, they're just having a walk in the park here with Esports.
Yeah, I mean, Wines after the plan went down, but clearly didn't work out their way last round. And going into the next round, Bad Love takes off Bondef just like that. It's these picks,
oh, no.
Edge, it's these picks. Storm picking off Jane. The duelists are off the map. The duelists are off the map on Reckoning side.
It's not just that. Look at the economy now on Bondef and Jan. 0 and 50. So yeah, I can feel it coming now. I can feel the agony of Reckoning Esports, to be honest. And only Hunter's Fury available on Reckoning Esports, and I think KJ is also low. So Trist is really low as well, down to 33 points of health. He's just saving the guns. So what is he doing? He's just throwing those weapons aside. Okay. Oh, Battler missing the A-shot area right now. Red Omen and Phoenix are already ready. That's a beautiful smoke coming into play. But MF God is going to get taken down by Yuvan. But they're still making their way towards A, where Sazmiev actually with the run it back, I believe, will take down Yuvan. Panzer with the trade there, though, gets the run it back done. But Trist, He's on towards that heaven. Fans are making it all work now.
30
Twitch is
seconds
really,
left.
really low. If he peaks, he's gonna get taken down by Sazmef. It's all on Panzer. 1v3 gets flashed, but still manages to take down Sazmef. But he's stuck right now. He's stuck. He needs to use that smoke ASAP.
Oh,
Ouch.
no. You did not do that, Storm. You did not tap fire Panzer off the... No. No. I mean, what is happening? Defenders take the round win yet again. Weird Esports. They've stepped up their game on another level at this point in time. Scoreline being similar to that of that BO1 we saw day before yesterday. And right now, this is up against the likes of Reckoning Esports. These guys won Alpha Series Season 1, of course. Given that, let's say Rio was in a different team. Maybe it was Reckoning, maybe it wasn't. You didn't hear that from me. But yeah, strong showing from the likes of Weird Esports. And they're on match point right now.
Cheeky, I see. Subtly just giving us information, but at the same time, you're like, nah, if it's wrong, and maybe it is, maybe it's wrong. I don't know. That's for you guys to decide. But yeah, former champions. Now I think they are meeting their masters, right? Reckoning Esports, they are really strong. I still think there is a little bit of hope there, but Bad Love is just taking that hope and putting it in the trash bin, I guess. And Bad Love with the double D lockdown available, but Under Free and lockdown also available on the side of God, but the lockdown being initialized on the side, and also the Fury coming into play. So now the lockdown from the attacker's killjoy has been initialized. So this round is pretty much done and dusted.
Is it though?
Is it though? Exactly.
I had expected Storm to wager an aim push, but looks like he's back on the side. That's the Odin onto the likes of Rio. He's trying to shoot the spike. I don't know what he's doing. And at this point, I think it's another round win for Reckoning. Perhaps the time's up. He'll be able to get one pick. Will he be able to damage Eco even more? Yes, he will. But that round goes to Reckoning after all. Another round on the board to make Edge's prediction all the more closer. Match point still for Weird Esports.
I was about to say that too. I don't mind this because now if Weird wins this, my prediction is on point, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been a little off, but right now if Weird does this, and I think they might as well, because last time the side of Reckoning is supposed to have multiple rifles, but look at the economy right now. One rifle, 3 sheriffs, and a goddamn marshal on wait, that's Weird, my bad. Storm has a Phantom, Sazmef has a Sheriff, Rio Sheriff, MF God on a Sheriff, and Bad Love only has a Marshal in his hand. Although he does have the economy, they still decide to go with that safe buy here.
And yeah, he got spotted. Bad Love got tagged just a bit, but didn't get taken off. You'd expect him to be off the map by now. But then again, Trist holding from it, B main, he's expecting his counterpart Storm to come up, and yes, he decapitates him at B main. Down one player already. Weird Esports.
Weird Esports down one player. Under Fury available, running back available. Trist is making it all work there. But Bad Love, what a shot coming in from him. It's gonna get there. But yeah, it's all good because Reckoning Esports, they're putting up one hell of a show right now. That's the first round that they got on the attacking half. That was the previous one. But look at this. Weird Tasma F, he is gonna get taken out. But JN gets a double as well. So a bit of confidence boost for Bondef and JN, and for the fans of Reckoning and all the players of Reckoning as well. 7-12. What do you think? Too little, too late, or do you think Reckoning has a chance here?
To think that was a save round after all from the likes of Weird Esports, I think this is the round they call game. They wrap it up. But yeah, Reckoning need more of that, right? Look, let's be honest, right? That mid push coming through from the likes of Reckoning Esports, it would have played out very differently if all players of Weird Esports had a full buy, right? You know, they're gonna let them take mid after all, and as you enter site, you're gonna get picked off one by one. We've seen that happen earlier before on this map in the series itself. So yeah, nothing can be said yet. I think this is that kind of round where maybe predictions are off the board, off the table, things like that. But one thing's for sure, they're gonna fight tooth and nail this round because it's the most important of them all.
Ooh, and it's a technical timeout right now. But the technical timeout, it's still going to be used as a tactical timeout as well, right?
Yeah.
I mean, we are waiting for the, I think one of the players just disconnected because of the internet issue there. But at the same time, that gives enough time for the side of Reckoning Esports. That gives enough time for Bondef to communicate with his teammates and come up with the strats and, just try to motivate his team because they were feeling low, especially after the first match. But I think the player is back right now, so 10 to 15 seconds. That's all you have, Bondep. So you better get your team riled up because it's gonna be do or die right now. 5 rounds back to back, or 1 round in the favor of Weird Esports. You're going home, reckoning, and Weird Esports, they're gonna be feeling really, really good. Why, you ask? Because Bad Love is back on the operator and he's been dealing a lot of damage with it today.
Yeah, clearly. And as we reiterate the importance of this round, mind you, if Reckoning do end up winning this, they have a greater chances at taking this in overtime. The round has begun, and they've sent the likes of Panzer on the look, expecting the players of Weird Esports to be ambitious this round with the full buy and push up A shot, but that's not happening. It's the likes of Bad Love holding with an operator, holding a really tight angle at that, and they're just weighing their options, trying to get enough info as they can, Reckoning Esports, before executing on the site.
That's a Mexican standard right there. But oh, wait a second. They're actually rotating towards this. So Bad Love will be the one getting the first blood here. 3, 2, 1. Oh, he actually get that's beautiful coming in from Astra. They're spotting him out. And oh no, that drone. Did he spot him? Did it or did it not? Now that's the question. Because if it did not, it actually did. Never mind. But Bad Love still managed to take down 2 before down and have to trust there. Hunter's Fury available for the side of Reckoning Esports. Bad has done his job. 2-to-1 trade. They cannot go back to B because there's not enough time left. Coming out of shadow is available for the side of Esports, and Hunter's Fury is the only ultimate available for the side of Reckoning, right? So 30 seconds. Spike has to go in and up. Twist is really, really low. He's gonna get taken down almost. Beautiful shock darts coming in from Sova though.
1 HP, 1 health point is all that he can hope for, and he's not gonna stand for long. Paranoia coming to Rio. He's ambushing Reckoning, and to think he doesn't stand a chance at this point. Reckoning Esports get taken off the map. They're out of the tournament. It's Weird Esports who will progress on to the next round.
Rightfully so. They did a really, really good job here on both the maps, on the map of Bind and on the map of SN as well. So Weird Esports is like, okay, your pick doesn't matter. We're still gonna win it. Our pick, definitely we're gonna win it, right? That's how it works. This was a map pick of SN, map pick of Weird Esports, the map of SN, and they did. Sorry, I think it was a map pick of Reckoning. Wait, give me a second. Let me confirm this. I said something stupid. Yeah, so this was the map pick of Weird Esports. I'm sorry. Yeah. So they did win that as well. Bind was the map pick of Reckoning, and they got absolutely destroyed by Weird Esports. And this, it was a bit closer. I think it Bind was 13-5, so this is 13-7. Much better performance from Reckoning Esports than what they did on the map of Bind here.
Yeah, I mean, we saw it all today, and with the likes of Storm on Killjoy, it almost seemed like we were looking at Cactus again, but nothing taken away from Storm. He showed us his best, regardless of whether he was on a duelist or in the likes of a Killjoy for that matter, and the likes of Sazmiev, Rio, MF God, backing them up, and with Bad Love, I don't even need to bring it up. We saw it all, didn't we?
We did. Bad Love popping off on both the agents there today. But at the same time, I mean, KJ's show, man. The KJs are putting up one hell of a show in this particular tournament. I mean, Storm, let's just take a quick look at the scoreboard. Storm, 20 kills, 10 deaths, 3 first bloods, 2 KD there. And Bondef, 16-14, as expected from him, did a really good job on the Phoenix. And Bad Love, 15-15, 1 KD. But the impressive part, the first bloods, he has 5 of them. Sazmav did a good job, 16-11 with 1 first blood. Rio was absolutely nuts there, 14-none. Trist was doing a really good job on the KJ whenever needed, 12-17. MF God was good, 12-14. But everyone else on the side of Reckoning Esports, Jan, Panzer, and Juven, not the kind of gameplay that you expect from all the 3 players there. Jan did have 4, commendable there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, precisely. And I'd like to say, Reckoning Esports, we've seen their showing in Alpha Series Season 1. We've seen their showing even in Alpha Series Season 2. They gave it their all. But today, the better team was Weird Esports. I'm pretty sure they'll jump right back up sooner than later, I'd like to say, because they are Reckoning Esports after all. But yeah, Weird Esports holding firm with the fact that they are the better team. And onwards they go. To think that the next team going up against them might be thinking twice before pulling off any standard strat, quote unquote, if they're attempting to do so.
Yep, and the next match is going to be insane as well. But yeah, one thing's for sure though, we are going to be having new champions, right? Since Reckoning are out right now, they were the defending champions, but now they're out. So the newbies for the tournament, that is the Weird Esports, they have taken out the former champions. So the confidence that they must be having is going to be off the roof, and we are going to be crowning a new champion. That's for sure. And now 3 more teams left. I mean, we definitely know that 3 more teams left. And after tonight, only 2 teams will be left. And one of them definitely is going to be Weird Esports. So I'm looking forward to see what that next matchup is going to be and how it's going to be as well. Because we expected a third map in this particular series of BO3, but we did not get that. Weird Esports completely dominated both the maps of Pine and Haven, 30-5 and 30-7 respectively. And Reckoning Esports, they just had no answers to the pushes or the defenses coming in from the side of Weird Esports.
Yep, precisely. And with that, we can wrap up the first match for the day. But don't go anywhere, folks. Soon enough, right after a break, we'll be back for the second game between 2 very competent teams. We're going to hide it for now, but we'll be back.
Do you have innovative ideas in your mind? Backstage Pass offers full-time courses in game design and development. Join Backstage Pass today.
Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry.
I got placed in Supercode game.
I got placed in Purple Top.
I was placed in Game Electronics. I got the post of Unity game developer at Supercode.
Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry. Backstage Pass is the ideal college for all passionate game enthusiasts looking to make a career in the games industry.